Fuck it. I hit that fuck it point. You know, when you're fidgeting around with something, fucking with something too much, and you know you're obsessing on it. And you know, everyone has their own amount of time limit they can do that. I reckon for their fuse, so to speak. Something like. And I'm back. Trying to watch that bad self-talk that I do a lot. You know, I know I hold myself, you know, to a higher ridiculous standard, and the way I treat myself. I think anyone tried to treat me the way I treat myself, I would kill them. I want to kill them. They try to treat me the way I treat myself. I'll get that. Okay. Well, it's Monday, October 21st. Had a great weekend. I'm a little distracted now because I'm, you know, obviously recording this here in my little house, my little office room thing. I converted here, you know, can't do everything in the garage and outside and basement. I like to keep moving, you know, but this is the main one. This is where I got, you know. Anyway, so I feel very awkward recording right now. Everything in me wants to not record this right now, not do it in here, either do it in the garage, do it outside in the light somewhere, basement, go for a walk, anything. And I have no good reason not to, you know, other than the fact that I can't help but not see the fact of what's the big deal, you know, for me. It's a mental thing. I got to get over stuff like that, you know, always. And it's like, and that's the thing with life, you know, it's, you cultivate the mindset to want to get over and get through obstacles in certain areas, but you got to keep in mind it's forever. You know, life's going to keep coming at you, so you're going to have to continually overcome obstacles, you know, year after year, and keep going. And you know, you can either go, you know, that's why I always emphasis body health, physical fitness. You know, to me, you know, everything really comes down to energy. It's like money, you know, it's the two are like the same. Energy is more than money, but money, you have to have money, so they're equal, you know. But you know, I like to have always focus on, you know, staying fit. Even if you can stay fit through the worst of times, you know, you don't have to have money to stay, you know, fit as best you can. You know, you may have to work a little harder to get to a gym or a park or something. But anyway, it pays off dividends because the exercise time you put into, you know, doing that. And if you do it right and do it steady, you get it back tenfold in energy down the road, and more importantly, stress relief every day. That's why I'm feeling kind of good, because I went back to the gym today after that horrible 4 days of kind of being sick. It was a combination of a little sick and of me once again, and for the last time, because I was 47 then, running myself not even into the ground, and then below the ground, and wedged into the ground before I stopped, literally, you know, like a meteor thing or something, boom, hits, and me, burrowed, and then, that's why I have the agonizing, you know, getting out of it, for a couple of days, and I hate it once I have to sit still, I can't do nothing, it's just hard, you know, I hate that sitting still. Nothing to do. I've got to get a girlfriend. You know, she'll come when the timing's right. I know all that bullshit. I'm not doing any more of that online dating. So all right, as I'm looking at over there, my little work area that you can't see, but there's some copies of the book, the main one I'm doing first, which I probably said it a million times, but let me roll it again. It's a combination. It's going to be my journal entries. The first one I ever kept when I was 22, from 93. There's a couple months of journal entries there. And then, writing pieces and all my little dark poetry stuff. Uh, and then I get to 94, and then all the journal entries from 94. And then, 95, and I'm going to do a handful of years. At, probably 93, probably all the way up to when time I lived in the school, in that first book I put out in 95, 96 journal. Anyway, it's going to be, it's, and also in between the journal, the, like say all the 93 and then all the writing and stuff, and then I'm going to have I kept track of my dreams back then in those journals. It's literally in the journal entry. I forgot. I would like describe 3 of them in one entry, but now I remember I was having, that's when I started having a lot of problems with nightmares, and just sleeping was really impossible in my early 20s. It was just insane, and I get all these horrible, bizarre, weird nightmares like you wouldn't believe. So weird. I started keeping track of them because they defy, obviously any dream does. But again, they're going to be in there, so I'm going to have that mixed up, and it's going to be cool. And I'm calling it. I'm torn between a few names, so it doesn't matter yet. But it's in progress wise. But here. Should have this prepared. Should have had this prepared. Oh, annoying. Okay, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Fucking shithead. He still goes for it anyway. Okay. Fuck. Can't even sit down. Such a savage, whatever. I love the smell. It's like Christmas tree smell. I love that. I'll buy them wherever I find them. Okay. Alright. The one that I've been working on the past couple weeks, I finished it like 2 weeks ago. This one. The second one I made from 2001 after I had my school. And yeah, so the full year 2001. So I made them, and then I did a bunch of copies of them. I got one. Damn it, man. I just made a couple. I'm mailing out my first one today to somebody. I got the mailer. I got the thing. They read my first one. They really liked it. It's funny. All right, so I got a couple of these. There's the first one. So I got and then I got a drawer full. I made a batch of them. I'm going to give a lot of these away out to like friends and close people and sell some of them. And I could keep making more, but then here is the first one, copy 95, 96, my only copy. I didn't even have a copy. I thought I had it on the thumb thing, but I didn't. And when I went to Ole's house on that brunch thing they invited me to a couple weeks ago, this was on his dresser. I've never been there. I only knew him from QXTs, and the last time I saw him, when he got it was 2 years ago. How odd is that? And so I thought I needed it. I got to reprint them. It saves me a lot of time. And then, I have to, read them. That was the last one that, anyway, in translating them or whatever. So I have that, and then really these two go together. These two are definitely like a, God damn it, man. I gotta get staples. These two are a companion piece. This is 95 and 96. I wasn't in black belt when I started this. 10 months I lived under the school. That was the 1 year I tested anyway. Circled that, all that, and then it became black belt. That's this one, 95, 96. Everything I wanted to do, actually, I did in this one, but it wasn't. There's a lot of Anyway, so these two are these are all about karate and teaching and all that. Again, this one is like pre-black belt, living at the school, beginning black belt, and then this is like 5 or 6 years down the road in my own school. It's a whole little. They go together. So these two are like a companion piece. I'm probably gonna end up doing these together. And then I've been working on the new one, the current one I'm working on. I really like a lot. Love the pattern of it, and I have and that's the one I was just saying with the different year journals. Because I wrote a lot of stuff, and it's not just journal entries. I did like the entire notebook is used from the entire notebook. That I have to write to the very last page, and start from the very first page, and it remained intact, and it did. Look, this is great. So when I went to Staples, God damn it, man, fucker. When I went to Staples to get paper a couple like 2 weeks ago, because I hate shitty paper, cheap shitty paper where it goes right through and stuff. That's why that book, they look that good. 15 years. I made them, and the paper still looks like I got good paper. It lasts. So anyway, I just like reading, handling, writing paper that doesn't fold and fucking roll all over the place. So I went, and they had it in the Staples, and in the Staples, they had in the clearance. They had this good paper, not Astro Brights, but whatever it was, but the whole pack of this beautiful. It's called the color Martian green. I love it. So I'm doing the first ream of papers I got in Martian green. These are like my limited books I'm gonna give to people, and then I'm sending them in, and all that. But I just really never been so excited about a project I've ever done in my life. I'm really so into this, it just seasons in hell. Not season in hell, which I'm not taking anything. I love that. Love that whole story, everything in bow. But for me, it's been plural. Seasons in hell, and that's what this book is. You guys are gonna see. Here's a little quick excerpt from page 1. Let's see. I must keep things loose and keep them strange. I am good to go. Put any challenge you want in front of me. It will fall. That's what I do. Defy. Not only will I continue to keep defying, I will continue to kick the shit out of life, wear it out and make it scream like it has done to me. I will keep punching through the days and nights, burning inside with a fury of 1,000 suns. It will be the most brilliant fury this earth has ever seen. Okay, one more. Second one. I really like this one too. I didn't put any dates on the writing piece. Some of them can be as current as 2 weeks ago, and other go in 93, many of the journals, So there's no dating on like the dark poetry. Here, this last one. I'll read. No, shut up. Hello. Okay. And I title, I highlight the first line of each one, which is cool. It makes it easy to go back to on certain ones. To me, they just crack me up how they're so bizarre because it's so free associate. All right. So anyway, this one's called "Push Them Around." All right. Push them around. Ever feel the need to kill them again and again? I do. They make the bile in my stomach rise. They force me to hate and grind my teeth. When I see them die, I feel good. Makes me feel happy and alive again. I'll tell you something else, friend. I think I'm going to explode. Have you ever felt like you were going to explode? Have you ever felt like you wanted to rip your fucking face off and then burn it? Do you ever feel like running until you explode into a burst into flames? I messed up the last line. Had it right in front of me. I was trying to remember it and be like, those other people, they remember the whole thing. I should be able to remember some of it though, Jason. It's pretty fucking simple. You ruined the whole thing, man. You ruined the whole thing at the end. So, some of these I read, I just make myself laugh. They're pretty right on. Here, little one. I will not concern myself with that does not concern itself with me. I will not respect anything that does not respect me. This one's cool. I will never break. Never. No matter what. Fuck that up too. Let me see if I can do a simple fucking reading of a poem, and I'm gonna want to go out reading this week too, right? I will never break. Never. No matter what. Whatever it takes, no matter how hard, how long or painful, there is nothing or no one that can or ever will stop me but me. I mean, and then I'm going to go through them and pick out like my favorites and all right. So then only this one. No, I'm not going to read any journal entries tonight. Oh, that was a good one. They're not all like that. So I don't want to read any of the downer ones right now because they're having a new green that me down. But I therapies and I can't tell you the therapy of going through them again and putting them together and the story actually being cool and making sense and just it's like a time link for me going right back. But with the benefit of knowing everything I know now and mixing the two pieces of knowledge and whatever and it's like I'm starting over again with all this enhanced. It's my world. My self-invented world. Just fucking, you have your own. Okay, you know what? I'm getting distracted big time, and I gotta work. That's one part of the things I'm working on. So I noticed for my birthday and doing my year review, and actually I was thinking of some of the things. I'm like, you know what? I don't want to share all of those things on. Some of them were really crappy, and I'm glad they're behind me in the rear view. But now the present and the future, I got no. I love it, and just never look forward to the future and the year and anything as I do now at this. And I honestly, the extra new breath that I've gotten, at this age, win like this to make me say that what sports is the writing, and not just the writing, actually taking the writing up to another level for myself and adding more stake to it, and which also means when you do that and you follow through and execute, you get the reward of the harder thing, which in case what I'm talking about is reading the stuff out on open mics, and that I'm really looking forward to it, seeing how long it's going to take me to find a whole bunch of good places, but where I could one day just to say I've done it and see what the experiences would be like. Is to go to 7 different ones I've never been to in 7 days straight. That's my goal. It's one of my goals for this year, 48, 49. One of the many. But even just, doing it, and I guess it's not any different from people who go up there and play songs and with whatever. When there's no other kind of relieving, good feeling it is, or attention-wise, whatever it is. Like when you're reading something and you know the crowd, people are connecting and getting it too, and they're digging it, and they're, you know, being respectful for you do your thing, your trip, and it's just a cool vibe, and contributing your part of your art into the collective consciousness, collective conscious of the artist in the room or whatever, and just the nature of it. It's good, you know. It's so great for me. It's, you know, I'm thankful I've found it, you know, but I'm not, you know, living in la la land and knowing that's, you know, my answer to my, you know, eternity, you know, and stuff. I mean, I think if I ever meet a girl again, it's going to be out probably doing that, because I can't see me any other social, unless something comes up. I don't know, you know. So it does, but you know, whenever that stuff, I find myself like thinking about, oh, I wish I had a girlfriend, or it's so lonely and boring, I want to talk to someone, which it does happen, but like I've said before, you know nobody's gonna call, you got nothing, go whatever, don't entertain the thought, just let it pass, you know, starve it, just let it pass, time will pass, distract yourself, whatever, stand on your head, you know, bite your, you know, elbows, just read, you know, write. You have other cool people like friends and stuff to talk to that do that. Man, I can't wait till I get a girlfriend, my next girlfriend. It's gonna be awesome. I swear it's gonna be, you know, because I'm not the you know, person I used to be. I'm definitely not that person, as far as relationship. And I'm happy about that because it gives me freedom on the outside now, not in one, and in one, you know, because everything is really starts within. No matter what you're doing, where you are, who you're with, all that. If you're not right within, it's not going to be right on the outside. You're fooling yourself and you're wasting time. Do you ever think that like wasting time is more like gaining on your death? Huh, you know? Like a lot of people think, oh, what's your problem? Why are you so hyper? Why are you so, well, no, just chill, go, just take it. But no, I'm like, hey, just dispute that. Is it any different? Wasting time how is that different from gaining time, gaining on your death? Right? What the fuck would you want to do that? So that's what I'm coming from. Not because I want to get home and watch Wheel of Fortune or whatever, you know. Okay, I started to rant a little bit. Where am I at the time? Is that 20? Is that fucking 22 minutes? Oh, wow. I guess I did get comfortable. I'm going to have to end this now. Okay, I got multiple copies. All right, this is the last thing I want to end and saying, declaring for myself. Really, you know, like as I was writing it for my letter of intent for this year for myself, you know, it's always a lot, but you know, I've come across a combination of things I've never paid attention to, and I've never really focused. I don't know why. Maybe from all these months of being single and alone and up here and dealing with it and figuring it out and coming to, you know, just a better understanding of myself, how I operate, or how I respond to things and what makes me do what. So you kind of, but anyway, so the main thing, my main theme from now on, not just this year, is focusing on within, you know, keeping the storm inside, within, contain, and not add to it daily, and making a committed, integral, a committed, you know, integrity-wise commitment to maintaining my inner peace and, you know, doing whatever I have to maintain that peace. Sometimes it may be telling somebody, hey, listen, you know, think you could shut the fuck up a little bit or be a little quiet. You're being a little out of line there with that fucking thing at 3 in the morning, whatever. Well, you know, you might have to fight for your peace of mind and to maintain that peace of mind, whatever it is to different people. I don't know what my constitutes peace of mind for me. Silence is big as I'm getting older, man. I go absolutely nuts with some well, I'm by myself. When I'm with my kids or other people, I'm not the maniac. Well, by myself. I'm sorry. You know what? That's it. This went pretty long. I was feeling a little uncomfortable taping it here. You know, I gotta clean up a little more. I never thought of it, but it's gonna work. This will be the indoor thing probably for this season, this winter. So with that, I know I'm forgetting a ton of shit. I got chocolate all over me because I'm a fucking pig. And again, I'm enjoying the video journal. And it's a definite mental thing for me releasing, so just getting started. And there's a theme coming. I'm building up a theme, and well, no, this is my video journal, so there's no fucking theme. There's no selling of anything. There's no bullshit fucking salesman act, thing, whatever. This is just me making the video journals for me and for whoever else gets a kick out of watching them or relates to it or something like that, because there are others like me, I'm sure. Well, I don't know. Okay, I'm starting. See, I get that anger thing in there. Like if I say, even though sometimes I'll say something that offends myself. It happens very rarely, but I'll say something and I can't retract it, and I'll say something that pisses myself off, and what do you do? Maybe I should go back to online dating here and there. I should get a date. This is it's been I figure this: if I keep going this route, like way I've always wanted to be, as an adult, kind of with some things, writing out poisons and untruths from my body and my mind, and just ventilating and hammering myself into a better, stronger, solid person, and just keep, kicking ass and being, right though, good, she'll find me somewhere, and it will be worth it. Last announcement is I just almost said, I'm going to be doing videos Monday, Wednesday. No, I can't do that. Oh, I got chocolate still in my mouth. Man, okay. You know what? There's just one thing I keep slipping. It's like, no, to say, fuck. Okay, my friends. Fuck them. Don't let them grind you down. Grind them down. Take those who wish to dominate you, turn it around, and play it right back on them.
Cigarette and a cup of tea. I looked in the mirror, what did I see? A nice another sneeze and I blew my nose. I looked